All right, what it do, y'all? What it is, y'all? It's your boy. Y'all already know who it is. West Africa Floyd, Hollywood Floyd, Northside Floyd. But anyway, man, this is the kickback. We usually start at 8 o'clock, but stuff happens, so it's all good. But we start now. We here now, so you know, we have Miss Tasha Bob from the Stir It Up Bistro. And I just want to say that I ate there a couple times. It's like my second time eating from you. And it's been good. Each time I eat from you, I always tap to take a nap. Like I know when I eat your food, it's like, all right, I gotta schedule at least 2 hours after I eat, so I can take a nap. But how you doing today?
I am well, grateful, excited about the opportunity, excited about my business, the location. All is well. God is good. I'm grateful.
Yeah, we go talk about all that. And you at work right now?
Yes, I'm here at the bistro. I had my DJ to turn the music down because we're doing what we started doing is like when I first opened up, we had to scale back because of the pandemic. It's called Friday Night Live Kickback. We still open a
Mm.
little bit, have the DJ come through, come eat. We got two parties get ready to come through. Some girls are celebrating their birthdays here. We're gonna be open to 11 o'clock, but could be later. But we're here downtown Arlene Street. We call this the new Black Wall Street. I got my boy Aldrich Henry down the sidewalk from me with Plush Lounge. So we're excited about things. I'm gonna just give you guys a little peep. I don't know if you can hear it or
Yeah.
see my DJ.
Okay. So you could host parties over there.
Ready for everybody to come through.
So people can host their parties over there.
Yes, yes, most definitely.
Okay. And you said so you was talking about the Black Wall Street. I know they got plush next door to you.
Yes, Aldrich is next door to me with Plush. Um, Very nice establishment. He did his thing with that. Awesome for our people. Beautiful place. Nice place for us to come. I've never seen nothing like it in this area. You know, he did his thing. I really wish people come out and support him.
I think I seen like an ad or a commercial he did as far as showing his business. It did look nice in there.
It's really, really, really nice.
Yeah.
The
Is it
cabana
is it open right now?
is open right now. Me and him tag team. I provide the food for the restaurant. My menu's over there, so you can order my food over there. Do your little tab. He
Okay.
has his tab coming through, getting the food from over here, bringing it to his patrons.
Oh, that's dope. Y'all working together to make it.
How you got to do it?
So if somebody want to open up a business, they might as well. Why did you choose that location downtown?
It fell in my lap actually.
Hmm.
um, After I left my Lake Charles location, people knew that I cooked, and I was looking for a spot, and like two different people inboxed me about this location, and someone already had. I'm telling you, this is like big time fake. Someone had already listed it for me, and they was like, "Tarsha, go talk to the guy." So what happened was the guy that I released the space, but he was gonna like rip me out the kitchen or the for the mornings. He was gonna be open at night. So we worked out something that I could just use his kitchen in the morning or whatever. But the way it panned out, he didn't even like work through with his end of the bargain, and the owner of this space ended up giving it to me through it all. So I say you gotta have faith, you gotta have strong faith, you gotta believe in what you're doing. And the people wouldn't have pushed me to come talk to, come look at the space or whatever. I would have never been here. But it's like I said, it kind of fell in my lap. It wasn't even for me in the beginning. The lease was
Hmm.
signed. You know what I'm saying? But you can't give up on what God has called you to have. You got to press through. So I just know that, like, this is a testament of, and for other people, whatever you're dreaming of doing, it don't matter if the lease is signed by somebody else. If it's 4 years, 4 years. That's how it worked out with this place. The lease was
Yeah.
signed by somebody else, but it was for me, so it ended up being for me.
So how long you been? So how long you been there?
Going on like 5 months. I opened up probably 2 weeks before this pandemic opened up. I had been cleaning up the place, cleaning up the place. It was like torture in the pandemic. I hadn't been really paying attention to the pandemic stuff because I was just so focused on cleaning up this spot, I'm kind of OCD. I tell people that, so I wanted to make sure the spot was clean, whatever. I haven't been paying attention to the news or nothing, but it's like, you heard about the COVID or whatever. I was like, no. He's like, you can open up a restaurant. I was like, yeah. He said, you need to look at COVID. So anyway, the way it ended up, I was getting ready to do my soft opening, and like a week later, that's when they put restrictions on restaurants, talking about we can only do pickup and delivery. So I had to scale back, whatever. And so only people that knew about me were the people that had been in our Port Arthur restaurant, my Lake Charles restaurant, like people in Beaumont or whatever that hadn't really had my food, didn't know that I was down here. So now things are starting to open up or whatever. And, other people are starting to hear about Stirred Up past, my following that I had already. So that's how I
Yeah.
kind of fell in my lap.
You know what? When I went there, I tagged the location and somebody said get the punch. And so I grabbed the punch. Hey, that punch is good. I
Thank
almost
you.
wanted to turn around and get another one. Like just,
Thank
to have two of them. But yeah, I had asked, I think it was your daughter. I was like, what's this punch everybody talking about? She said, oh, that's the tropical I forgot, fruit punch or something mixed or something like
tropical
that.
blend. The tropical
Yeah.
blend.
Yeah, the tropical blend. So hey, if y'all go to Stirred Up Bistro, make sure y'all get that tropical blend. My cousin Quinn, I don't know why he ain't been there yet, because he always asks me. Well, I've been there twice, so he always asks me each time what I get. So this time, hey Quinn, I had the chitlins, which is what, every Friday, right?
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Long as they last. I have a little lady from Opelousas, Louisiana, that cleans my chitlin
Oh
clean.
my God. I was wondering who cleaned. I was like, yo, I wonder who cleaning those chitlins, because that's a tough job.
Yes, I know. I had a friend say, "How you interview a chitlin cleaner, Tasha? What's the criteria for that person to get hired to clean chitlins?" But hey, she does her things. I don't even eat chitlins and nothing like that, but I taste them. I came with my own little recipe for 'em. And people like, I never had chitlins like it. I'm just about flavors and seasoning. So I was like, it's pork. So I'm gonna season it the way I season it any kind of other pork. You know what I'm saying? So I came up with my own little chitlin blend, and it works out. And I have my lady that cleans my chitlins for me, and I'm grateful for her. Amen. Bless you, Miss
Yeah, hey,
Sue.
shout out to her because I clean them a few times. I eat chitlins, so every now and then me and my wife would clean them. That's a tough job. I'm not gonna lie. That's like so shout out to her that's cleaning those chitlins. What's her name again?
I do it for myself. I clean chitlins. I learned how to do it, because I don't want to give customers something that I'm not like satisfied with. So I learned how to clean chitlins myself. I was doing it at my Port Arthur location when I started doing it. And I got somebody to clean them for me. But just cleaning them really, really good, vinegar, scrubbing them out. So I know for a fact that Miss Sue cleans the chitlins. They have a nice, clean taste to them, and so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful
My
for her
boy,
doing
my boy DJ Man said he's gonna be there tomorrow. He's gonna be at the restaurant tomorrow.
that. We're doing our poetry edition tomorrow, a day party with the poets for the first time. Coming, we got Zan coming through from Louisiana, and he's bringing this little crew. We got the poetry Renaissance people coming through. So we're trying to have this
Okay.
thing grow with the poets in our area. Come spit something, like they say.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's from 11 to 5, right?
We open up at 11, but the open mic starts at 12:30.
Okay. And y'all serving drinks up in there, right?
Yep, we have like complimentary shots added to those punches that you were talking about. The
Oh.
mango, the twister, the pink lady. You can get a shot of vodka or rum added to those drinks, complimentary from us. We also have mimosas as well.
Okay. Yeah. And my actually my cousin he been trying to go there. He wanted to go there last week. To the poetry and stuff like that. I like what you're doing, because you say like starting a business. So I've been getting like the urge like to start like a business. I have like a few ideas, and when you say like a Black Wall Street, I was thinking like that's like a dope idea if people just
Oh,
came together.
where they drop the bomb on them. That's where it comes from.
Yeah, and I see
Oh,
they got the barbershop across the street, right?
yes.
So when did you learn how to cook? When did you say? I mean, everybody think they know how to cook, but when did you say to yourself, okay, yeah, people like my food. I think I could go ahead and transition and start
My dad
making
is a
money.
cook. Cook both my grandmothers on my father's side and my mother's side were cooks, and I always was that little pudgy little girl. I was in the kitchen watching them cook and everything, and I just kind of learned, from them. And then I am a reader. I read. I watch the Food Channel and everything. And I kind of just picked up my own little techniques, from flavors that I like, with my own
Mhm.
palate that God has given. God gives you gifts. God instills us with what we should have. And so when people eat my food, they're like, I never tasted this blend before, but this is what God put in my palate for me to give out to the people. Some people don't understand, like, I never tasted it before, but every chef, every cook has their own flavor, their own flair of doing things. And so it just kind of came from me just experimenting and cooking. And when I was growing up, when I was married, I always hosted all the events, I always hosted all the parties, and I always just entertained people, and people come to my house and eat. And so this kind of just derived from me enjoying people at my home. So having a restaurant is just like a family thing for me. People come in and enjoy the food. That's all I want. That's my goal. I just want people to feel like they're at home enjoying good food. I don't try to keep the place stuffy or nothing like that. I want you to feel like, hey, this is a nice place for me just to come and kick back and enjoy the food. But going back to answer your question, just cooking just kind of fell in my lap. I went to school for interior design. I'm an interior designer by trade. And
Mhm.
during Hurricane Harvey, when homes were just like broke down to the studs, there were no homes for me to design at that point. I had to wait for them to get built back up or whatever. And the house that I was living in at the time had the kitchen upstairs. And so, even though the bottom of my home got flooded, I was still able to cook. My family came stayed with me, at my house, upstairs. The living
Mhm.
room was upstairs, kitchen was upstairs, the master bedroom was upstairs. So they just kind of spread out on the floor, in the living room next to the kitchen. I would cook, and I would post pictures. And like, you cooking so much, you're doing this, what we going through. And so people come eat it out, and that's just how it all happened. Someone was like, Tosh, you can really cook. It's like every time you eat your food, I fall asleep. So it was
Fact.
like you should. So that's how it just kind of happened after Hurricane Harvey. I looked at a spot and it fell into my lap. And my first little spot, that's where I grew into stir it up. Stir it up came from the gift. It's about stirring up my gift. I was stirring up the gift of cooking. So
Mhm.
because God gave me the gift of cooking, I was stirring it up. So that's how it kind of came into play. Was stir it up and stirring up the gift of cooking that God gave me.
My boy Hamilton, he said he gonna come through and see if your chitlins can fade his.
Say it again. I see we're kind of
Uh,
breaking up.
yeah, it's breaking up a little bit. But my boy Hamilton, he said he was gonna come through and see if your chitlins taste like his.
Oh no, my chitlins don't taste like his. I can guarantee.
Yeah, yeah, Hamilton. Uh, you gonna have to step it up if you messing with her.
Like I was saying, now.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, I know you said your friend said his chitlins gonna see what they're about, but I can guarantee him his chitlins don't taste like mine.
I didn't know he cooked chitlins or not. I never seen it, so I don't know. He might just be faking it out. But what all do you serve at your restaurant?
Oh, we do the fish and grits, shrimp and grits, wings and waffles. Oxtail Tuesday, back that tail up Wednesday. We back up the oxtails and do the mega meatballs. The concept of the restaurant is to do a featured soul food meal. So each day there's a featured soul food meal that you get like with the rice, gravy, all that stuff. But every day we have our famous favorites, as people call them. The famous favorites are the wings and waffles, fish and grits,
Mm-hmm.
shrimp and grits, the Cajun pasta, our turkey legs. Those are things that we have every day, all day. But the only thing that changes, they are the featured soul food meals, like oxtails on Tuesday, then oxtails on Wednesday, the meatballs on Wednesday, Thursdays the okra, Fridays chitlin and crab cakes.
I seen you like to post videos of you like you know cooking your food and like putting seasoning and all that. I seen you had like a chicken. Was it a chicken salad?
The chicken salad. And when I was in Laws at my Lake Charles location, I couldn't keep the chicken salad um, at all. The Lake Charles location sold out. I don't. I mean, it's just the seasoning. Look, I'm trying to talk to my lady in the front. We got a custom up there, girl. Go ahead, get the custom. Thank you. I'm
Y'all, Tasha, she working and she on the show at the same time. Y'all, that's
custom.
dedication right there.
Yeah, sharing their cakes in. But the chicken salad, we do that chicken salad, my own creation with that on the croissant, grilled croissant, toasted croissant, the chicken salads. We have the chicken breast BLT. If you kind of want a sandwich, we have the fish sandwiches. We have the shrimp sandwiches available for people to get here at the bistro as well. If you don't want anything kind of heavy.
And you said if we want to, every day is like you can get like anytime you can order the shrimp and grits. I mean the fish and grits.
Yeah, that's to understand, here at the bistro, that's been something that they have been, getting the concept of, with me being kind of different from other soul food establishment. We don't just sell, the oxtails, da 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 da, the pork chop, pork steaks, heavy meals. We also have those options where you can get, the fish and grits, shrimp and grits, wings and waffles all day, every day. Besides just getting the heavy plates, as
Mm-hmm.
people sell it. Mm-hmm.
And you said tomorrow y'all are having like the poetry. I know I
Yes,
got
we're
a friend of
having
mine who does poetry. I might have to let her know.
our day parties. I've been doing day parties now on Saturdays with different themes. This Saturday is going to be the poetry edition day party where you could come in. We're going to have poetry, and this is something I want to have grow and have people in the community to come out and enjoy the day party. Everybody don't like to come out at night and be out at
Mm-hmm.
night. Especially kind of clientele that I cater to. So you can come out during the day and enjoy yourself and just relax and enjoy good food early and enjoy the sun. So that's what we got going on here with our day parties, getting ready to kick out. All of them are going to have themes. Like I say, this is the boys edition. We're going to get ready to do various themes with the day parties. I'm into cooking, the Hispanic foods. I remember one time, what I'm going to incorporate is like an Hispanic edition. Everybody's going to have a Hispanic name to come into the place. You're going to get your name tag with that. So a lot of little different aspects of the day parties going to happen.
Okay, right now, like I went to the Stirred Up Bistro page, so people can get a look at the pictures and what you got going on and all that. Has COVID affected you in a major way, or everything's been okay so far?
I can't say it has or it hasn't. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, I opened up when it hit. I can't say if it stopped anything or this how it's just supposed to be. If that makes any sense, to it because I opened up right when this pandemic came into play. I'm sure it's kind of taking a toll on things, as far as like people not wanting to come out into, the restaurant, instead of, things being transmitted and everything, but I walk by faith, I live by faith, and I know it wasn't funny. Anything that you're gonna have in life, you're gonna face obstacles. And when you're going higher, I feel like COVID is just another obstacle that I have to overcome. I take it seriously. We have our masks, the sanitizers, we sanitize the doors, to the best of our ability to keep everything safe for our customers, but I'm pressing past it, keep my eye on the prize, and just moving to, God gave it to me. This is just another obstacle. You got to press towards the mark, press past COVID, press past this to your goal, to your dream.
And also, you can order your food through Waiter. Is Waiter the
And
only app we can get
Grubhub,
it? And Grubhub? Okay, I seen the Waiter. I wasn't sure on the
absolutely.
I wasn't sure on the Grubhub, but I knew
They look,
Waiter we can get your food.
huh?
I knew as far as Waiter, I didn't know Grubhub also we can
Yeah, Waiter, Favor, Grubhub, and we're getting ready to be on DoorDash as well. But for sure, Waiter, Favor, Grubhub, we're on those apps.
okay. Well, I know you're busy and you working and you're on the show at the same time. I definitely respect you for that. And if you want to tell people where's your location and your hours before I let you go, because I know you're busy.
Thank you so much. I'm just grateful for the opportunity. Honestly, I am. We're located at 672 Orleans Street, downtown Beaumont, Texas. We're open Tuesday through Sunday. We just added Sundays on. We've been doing like Sundays now for 4 Sundays straight. Past the hurricanes and everything that's been affecting us, the tropical storms. But we're open on Sundays now. So Tuesday through Sunday, we're open from 11 o'clock to 7 o'clock. Fridays we still open a little bit later. That we're doing the night parties and stuff like that. But we're just inviting everyone to come out to the bistro, come out to Orleans Street, come support Plush, come support Stir It Up. We want to bring a new vibe to the community, to our county. Let you know you don't have to travel far to have good food. You have to travel far to enjoy a good nightlife. We're here at the bistro, welcoming everybody to come through and enjoy what we're doing. Of course, we have the event room. You want to have an event, you can come through to the bistro and celebrate your birthday. We cater. We do a myriad of things, to bring a new aspect to the community here in the county, not just Beaumont, but the county,
Exactly.
Texas.
One more thing.
Hmm.
Do you sell breakfast? Are you gonna start selling breakfast eventually?
I'm known for my breakfast. Like I said, when COVID, now that's one thing that kind of stopped things. Breakfast start at 7:30 in the morning. So just to get cooked up to par, it was hard to get hire people and get people in to be
Yeah,
able to do that. That but yes, I want to be able to start doing my breakfast. We do breakfast on Saturdays for sure. The breakfast, brunch, and mimosas, on top of the day parties. But on Saturdays, yes, we have our breakfast going on all day. But our goal is to, introduce the breakfast back early in the morning as I build up staff for that. So if you're looking for a job, if you're a cook, if you know anything about prep or anything like that, I'm hiring over here at Stirred Up Bistro, so come through.
y'all heard that. If y'all need a job, she got one for y'all. Got to be dedicated though. Y'all can't be calling in and stuff.
Say it again.
Well, I thank you for coming on, Tasha. You definitely go see me more. You probably go see me a lot of times because I still haven't tried the meatballs, which I love,
Thank you.
and my wife
So
loves
yes,
okra, so maybe she could get some okra from me. And you also sell okra too, right?
yes, we have okra with crab, shrimp, and sausages in it.
All right, I just wanted to get that out there because I know a lot of people like okra and stuff. All right, well, I thank you for
Look,
coming on, Tasha. I know you're busy.
okay, thank you. Like I got my lady right here talking about. Okay, thank you.
All right,
Listen,
see you
bless
later.
everyone. To your dreams. Trust God. Write the vision and do what God instills you to do. What He's gifted you to do, do it, regardless of the obstacles. Y'all be blessed. Still here, Stirred Up Bistro, 672 Orleans Street, downtown Beaumont, Texas. Thank you, brother
All right, I'll see you later.
Floyd.
All right.
All right, bye bye.
Holla. That was Tasha. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, she got great food. You want some chips? Hold on, I'll get you some chips in a second, baby. I want those chips. What kind? The green ones? Oh, the big ones? I get them for you. Hold on. What it do? What it do, baby?
It was good. What's good? What's good?
Baby boy, you look like you've been golfing, man. You got on the Let me find out you been in them country clubs, man. Tap me in.
I've been working on it, baby. Networking.
Tap me in, man.
I'm gonna put you on game, man. You doing all right, huh?
I'm doing good. You know how we link up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man.
Yeah, I want to let you know I have the chitlin, and I eat chitlins and stuff like that. I know a lot of people don't. They probably say, "Oh, that shit nasty." But I like chitlins. I know a lot of people like chitlins, and that's what I got from them. I ate half a plate, man. I was out.
Out of there, huh?
I was out. I woke up like 6:45.
Oh yeah.
I was like, damn. I got a show to do. I gotta wake up. I gotta throw some water on my face.
Man, yeah, they got some weight to it. Cause and that's exactly what I got. Maybe it was the pasta I had the first time. I've only been there one time.
Oh, you been there before?
Yeah, I did. One time I went. I think it may have been early in the day because I think I was the only person in the restaurant. But I mean, just the atmosphere and everything. I truly loved myself. But I really, like I was telling you, I really want to check out that.
Yeah, you've been hitting me up. Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm working. Shout out to DJ Man. So we working on something. We working on like some skits. Like some, funny skits or something.
Okay.
So we supposed to be doing something tomorrow.
Okay.
But I do need like 2-3 extras in the skit. You know how I got the silk, the silky with the
yeah, with the juice.
Yeah, silky. So we bringing silky to life.
Okay.
But I need a couple of extras on this scene that we doing or whatever. So I'm just letting you know I might need you. It's like 10:30, man. I'm trying to get you into acting.
Okay. Hey, man.
You gonna have to be a gangster though.
I'll fix.
You got to be gangster, man. You're gonna have to bring out the old queen.
The old queen. Put them books up. Bring out the old queen, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You gonna have to travel back. But I brought you on because it's been a minute.
Yeah,
we be having good dialogue.
Oh, no doubt.
And also, I got this brother. He coming on. He running for Congress.
Okay.
Rashad Lewis, and he's running for Congress. I think it's District 36.
Okay.
And so we finna tap him in. I'm finna ask him some questions and stuff like that. So I'm finna shoot him this link. I'm finna see if because he just came from the polls. So that's why the show kind of starting a little late.
Yeah.
Because I had him come from the polls doing his thing, and and Tasha, she was at work. So
yeah.
She was at work grinding. So man, hey, sometimes it's like that. It ain't that simple.
True.
Or whatever. So, and I seen you was tapped in. I was like, yo, man, let me bring fam onto the show. What you got going on though?
Not too much. Just trying. I can't release them just now, but I got some pretty hot projects I'm about to drop here pretty soon. But it's pretty cool because I'm collaborating with a few people. So it should be pretty cool because most of the work I'm, kind of solo dolo, but
no doubt.
Every blue moon, I like to collaborate with people. So, I think it's really cool because a few of the guys that I'm doing some work with, it's like some young cats, and they opening up businesses and stuff. So I'm just like,
okay.
Yeah, it's definitely a good thing to see because, just like when you was talking to Tasha, even about, actually doing things that you want to do. And for a lot of people, don't get me wrong. I mean, COVID has stopped a lot of stuff and a lot of stuff is out of people's control, but at the same time, you have a lot of even younger people, that are seeing opportunities, to become entrepreneurs and to really grow their business. So to be able to see that, during these trying times, I'm definitely pushing for it, man. Cause I that's the thing about me, man. I like to see anybody succeed,
No doubt. But look, we got Rashad, man. Let's bring him on. Let's chop it up. Rashad, what's up, man?
Welcome.
Am I saying the name right?
Yes, Rashad.
Some people they be like it's Rashad or I didn't want to disrespect you, my brother.
Oh no, not at all.
I know you've been busy.
Oh man, on the road. Early voting is taking place right now. So I just been traveling all over my district. I got about 9 counties that I have to cover. Uh,
Woo.
the third. So
Yeah, man. Has running for Congress, has it been, I'm not gonna say stressful, but is it very time consuming?
very time consuming, but I'm built for it though. So it's better than my actual day job. My day job is I'm a lumberjack, so I cut down trees for a living. So I
Yeah.
I'd rather be on the road than in the woods at a time like this.
No doubt, no doubt. I feel you on that.
Right.
I feel you on. So, tell people who you are, man, for the people that's tuning in. Because I'm from Beaumont, from Jefferson County. So, uh, where you are at is not too far from us. It's like So let people know what's going on.
All right. Well, like you said, my name is Rashad Lewis. I'm born and raised in Jasper, Texas. A lot of people know about Jasper, Texas, about James Byrd and the killing
Hmm.
of 8. Um, well, I got into politics in 2017. Well, I lived in Houston for about 12 years, me and my family. And
Okay.
one night, it was a flood warning, and we lost everything overnight. So me and my wife, we decided to, move to Jasper to get ourselves back together, get back on our feet. Uh,
Hmm.
when I moved here, a lot of my city that I know was totally different. If you know anything about rural areas, no after school programs, a lot of businesses are closed. A lot of my classmates who are now grown and adults are basically still stuck here. So I
Hmm.
want to find out, where does it go wrong in politics? So I decided to run for city council. At the age I was 30 years old, they told me I couldn't run, so I had to run as a write-in, and so I won my election as a write-in to be the very first write-in candidate and the first young African American councilman in East Texas.
Hold on.
So
They said you couldn't run because you was 30. Is it an age limit on that?
it's not an age limit. They try to say that because I lived in Houston, that my voter registration was out of my actual county, but it wasn't. So it was a roadblock. So with me being a fighter, my only option at that moment was to be at write-in. And they called me and told me the last day of sign up that I couldn't put my name on the ballot. So
Wow. So how did that go as being a write-in to win? Did you do a lot of promotion, a lot of campaigning? Did you have to work extra hard to remind people to, hey, it's a write-in? It's not just easy to just go in there and just tap a box or something.
yeah, it was very hard because they gave me a hard time at my city. So my name is Rashad Lewis, so it's spelled Rashad, but a lot of people spell my name Rashaud. And so
Oh,
a lot of people, well, they told me that if they put the U, then I wouldn't get the vote.
Oh wow.
It was very hard to make sure that everybody knew how to spell correctly, so I could win. So it was basically educating people, on how to vote and how to, vote for me in that election right there. So
wow, that's crazy. They have to spell it right
yeah,
for. That's something I don't understand because if they spell it, I'm pretty sure your name is probably different from that other candidate. So
yeah.
it's like common sense. Okay, it's that. That's who they're voting for. They got the last name right. So
I mean, you could just
Yeah.
tell they did everything they could to try to roadblock,
Right.
and so, but because of my determination, and I wasn't going to let anything stop me from doing what I needed to do for my people and my community. So we
are
made
you
it.
still are you still city councilman right now?
No, what happened was in 2019, after being on city council, being the only African American on city council,
Mm-hmm.
done so much for the city, so I decided to run for mayor,
Mm-hmm.
and that campaign went so well, but I didn't win. I only lost by 100 votes,
Oh
but
wow.
they robbed me on that one, But it is what
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ask mom.
And so, but with that election, I learned that out of those two elections, more young folks came out to vote than ever in my community. And I knew at that moment that we had something going on because normally young folks don't get into politics or even vote. But to see me inspiring people to come out and vote, especially African American people, to run for something, especially in my community, was very, very motivating for me to run for Congress.
Yeah, one thing that inspired me about you is that you show passion for your community, kind of like myself, and you got into politics because you wanted to make a change. Do you think that we need to try to get more of us into politics? Because I mean, out here in Beaumont, I think we make Quinn. What we make up in Beaumont? 60%, 55 or something.
I think it is somewhere around there.
Yeah, we make up that, but we don't show up at the polls like we need to. And we
Well,
don't have a lot of people getting into politics.
I think it's a must. What I learned so far is that when you want to make decisions, you have to have a seat at the table. And if you're not at the table to speak for your people, then it's not going to be about you. So if you want things to happen, then you have to be at that table when decisions are being made. If you want to impact your community the way that you want to.
So another thing, what made you step it up and go to Congress? I mean, run for Congress.
Well, I mean, I knew at that moment that where we was in my county, that the problems that we had here, my whole entire district struggles from the same thing. If you
Mhm.
know Beaumont, when hurricanes come, it's a disaster. A flooding comes, homes are destroyed, but we don't have the financial economics to bring ourselves back up. So I know people here in Jasper who are still trying to recover from Harvey, and we're in 2020.
Right.
So that moment, my job is to find out what is going wrong. Why is our hospital closing? Why do a lot of people don't have health care? What can I do, especially down here in Jasper? We don't have high speed internet. So
Mhm.
when COVID came, a lot of kids couldn't go to school online. So you talking
Wow.
issue upon issues, and we need someone to go and fight for that. So I decided to run for Congress so I can go and be that person to speak for just not myself, but whole entire community.
They said that I saw that critics that you posted. Critics said you wouldn't get 13%,
No, the critics said that I wouldn't go over 17%.
17%.
Yeah, because they're saying that my actual 84% Caucasian. And with me being the very first black person to ever run, they said that I wouldn't get no more than 17%. But right now we're at 40%, and we're climbing that ladder to win it. So all it takes is 50% plus one to win. And that's the
Okay.
motto. All we need is 50% plus one, and we can make history.
How does that feel, man? How does that feel that you that close to being in the history books?
Well, I mean, it's bigger than me.
It
Right.
is.
you know. And so I can't be consumed with, about me. It's really about the future of my district, my kids. I have kids I'm raising here. So
Mhm.
it's really bigger than me. It's really about what are we gonna do to plant the seeds now that my kids and my grandkids, if they decide to live here, can reap the benefits from. So I mean it's a wonderful thing to win, but I know that it's bigger than me at this moment.
Have you had any dialogue with your opponent?
No, I mean my opponent. He feels like why would he even speak? Why would we even have that dialogue? So he's a multi-millionaire. Been doing this for about 6 years. He's never lost. So no Democratic opponent has ever won the seat. So
Yeah.
and so we're in a high Republican as it is. So it's an uphill battle. But I believe with everything going on, COVID and reopening the schools, people are really having a different perspective of what they want out of America and what they want out of their leaders at this moment. So
Yeah, I feel like a lot of politicians like himself, they get comfortable and
yeah,
they kind of lose, like, to me, they lose passion as far as the people that they're over. Kind of like our mayor. She's been in
yeah,
office for so long. I mean, like you said, like when a hurricane comes or a disaster comes, um, we
Two
want,
hours.
yeah, we can't find her. We don't hear from her. We hear from her probably like the day or something like that, as far as when it happens. But as far as like showing passion, getting out there for her citizens, it seems like she lacked that because she's been in office so long. And like yourself and like myself and Quinn and many others, um, we need people in there that show passion and that are dedicated to their community and their environment. And I don't like who you're running against. I feel that they lack that. A lot of politicians like that. Well,
yeah,
when it's time for them to run, they show it. But other than that,
Yeah.
yeah. But what I've learned that a lot of people or a lot of politicians don't have opponents. A lot of politicians go, you
Right.
know. So it's my goal is to make sure that everybody should fight for their seat. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like in sports, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you're a basketball player, you're gonna be challenged. You gotta have that challenge. It shows you what kind of character you have. So even with
Right.
politics, don't let no seat go unchallenged. Make that
Right.
person work for their position that they have, because you are overseeing so many people, and you can't just
Right.
walk in without any challenging. So that's what I tell people all the time, man. Give them a run for their money. Make them
Yeah.
show prove themselves.
Yeah. Because I mean, at the end of the day, they're a public servant. You know.
Yeah, no, that's your duty to serve the people. A lot of politicians feel like the people should serve them, and it shouldn't be that way around. So
Right.
Another thing. Oh, Quinn, were you finna say something?
Well, I was just gonna say, and that's a beautiful thing, because I think a lot of times the issues that people have is that, you know, if you're going out of your way to make sure that somebody's in office that's gonna fight for you, this and that, you want to be able to have somebody that can be accountable, that can be held accountable. You know what I mean? A lot of times when you do have people that are in higher positions, like we were saying, just get comfortable. You know, as far as the storm, I could promise you, I believe I got an alert on my phone before we saw any type of paperwork or any type of anything. You know what I mean?
wow,
And people want to be able to have confidence not only in their leaders but their community as well. But at the same time, you have to be able to have that leadership. You have to have that transparency. You have to have people that can ask those questions. So that, I think, pretty much what you're doing is really setting a strong foundation for the changes that you're trying to make. Because I mean, at this point in time, if you're saying things are, dealing with the schools, dealing with the economy, the houses, and trying to get everything back up, I mean, as of right now, it's very vital.
yeah. And then I think that a lot of young people should run, because when you think about politics, a lot of people think about it being an old man game.
Yeah.
Right.
And what you fail to realize is that we live in two different time zones. So a lot
True.
of politics out of touch with what's going on currently, because they're not from this age or this generation. So you need someone to bring a different perspective to the table, to challenge the ideal of how people think. And I think our generation, because we are here and we are a part of the social media age and how things are moving, that we should
Right.
have at the table when you're talking about legislation being made that's going to affect a whole lot of people.
Exactly. Being into politics, and it can be dirty. Have you witnessed that?
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's a part of the game.
Right.
It's here, so I don't think anything different. I mean, it's part of the game.
Yeah.
But it's been your opponent, not you, though.
No, I mean, we what's right, what's fair. We're gonna play the game the way it needs to be played. And you know, I'm gonna be a stand up guy at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I'm
Exactly.
a guy, so I'm gonna do what's right in my heart. And then allow him to do whatever else he's gonna do. So
Do you have like a campaign committee? Do you have like a circle, like a group of people that you converse with to help you on like different issues and events and stuff like that? Kind of like a team.
well, no, not really, because like I'm doing something around here that's never really been done. So like how normally people have a staff of 18 plus, it
Yeah,
just me and three people. We grinding it. We believe in God and He gonna lead the way. And so far He's been doing that as if. So, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. So we're gonna do what's right.
what all counties are you over? Well, not say are you over, but that you have to make sure they get out to vote.
No problem. Well, I have my hometown, which is Jasper. So I have Jasper County. I have Newton County,
Okay.
Tyler, Polk County, Orange County, Chambers County, Hardin County, Liberty County, and I have the east side of Harris County.
Oh man.
Okay, you got Orange County also. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So the
Okay,
only thing I don't have is Jefferson County. Ain't that something?
that's crazy. Yo, my orange people, they need to get out and vote. Fruit City, y'all need to get out there and vote, man.
Most definitely.
We got to get, it's I kind of find it challenging. As far as people getting out to vote, our people, because even if they don't want to vote for president, they say, "Oh, I'm not voting." But they need to understand that you're not just voting for the president. It's more people on that ballot than just, the president.
Yeah, like I try to tell the people here and teach the people here, that if you really want change, it starts in your local politics, like your
Mm-hmm.
council, your DA, your county judge. When you want to see immediate like change right now, it's
Mm-hmm.
local. Like your president, everything comes down the pipeline eventually. But if you
Right.
want it to happen right now, you got to get involved on your local on your local politics. Can't let that slide.
Hey, Rashad, somebody said you said East Harris County, right?
Yeah, so it's Pasadena, Baytown, Deer Park, LaPorte, Clear Lake.
Okay. All right, Claire Landry. Claire Landry, you know, hey, get out there and vote. I don't know if she already voted or not.
No problem.
Yeah, I don't know if she voted or not. Early poll voting ends what, October the 30th?
Yes, sir. The 30th, 7 to 7. And then the election day is November the 3rd.
Yeah. A friend of mine said, Laban said, like, local politics is vital. It is vital.
Yeah.
You know, it is very important local wise too.
But I think it all comes down to education, because you got to think about it. My father, he never was really big on voting. My grandfather was not a big voter. So
Mhm.
you find yourself going through generations of people not teaching the next generation how important voting is. So I think we have a chance to change that narrative and let our kids know how important your local elections, your state elections, all the way to your state, federal, until your president, how important it is. So you can't just complain about it at home. You gotta get out and you gotta fight. So your vote is your voice. So you gotta be heard.
You definitely got to be heard. She thinks she might be related to you. She say all her family from Jasper.
Might be.
So, how's the perception? How have people been treating you in the community, knowing that you're running for Congress and stuff like that?
You know what? I've been getting a lot of love. Like
Mhm.
I was thinking that it would be the opposite, but I mean, I think the way I present myself, me doing something that's never been done before, I think a lot of people are like, "Wow, I commend you for even putting your name on the ballot." Because a lot of people won't even take that challenge. But for me to
Yeah,
step up to the plate, I mean, you have to give respect where respect is due. Everybody is not gonna do it. So when you see someone doing it, especially a young person doing it, you got to give them, what I'm saying, the respect, because it's an uphill battle. So,
mhm.
but for the most part, a lot of people have been giving me a lot of love. I can't even knock it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, and you know what, man? I seen like I know that I'm not in your county and your district and all that. But man, I'm gonna hit you later. I wanna get one of them shirts from you. I wanna buy one of them shirts and
Bro, I give you a shirt, man. Ain't no problem.
yeah, man. Because I was talking to some people at my job about how we use running. Because I I flirt with it a lot in my on my Facebook page and in my community as far as like running for councilman of my area, which I don't stay, which I just recently found out that I don't live in the ward that I want to run for, but because we have a councilman, he's been there for like 20 years and probably even longer, and I haven't seen no effort, he's not out in the public. It's kind of hard to find him, and the north end of Beaumont, it's just we just don't see him. We don't. I don't know if he cares or not.
We out here.
Run.
Yeah, I mean, so I kind of joke with it a lot about running for councilman. You got any advice for me?
I say, I say, do it. I mean, because you would be surprised how many people are looking for someone to represent them differently. But no, like I say, a lot of people go unopposed. You'd probably be very surprised how much love you get by just giving that man a run for his money.
Yeah, because you be honest with you, that's how he. Nobody runs against him.
Yeah.
So he's been very comfortable for a long time.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, can't nobody judge you by your voter record because you don't have a voter record. He does. So he has to prove to the people why he's even worth being reelected.
Mm-hmm.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So he has more to prove to the people. So I say run. You a man of the people. You live there. So you have and your opinion is probably like everybody else's. So I say go for
Oh
it.
yeah. Yeah. So it's a lot of people that feels the same way. You know, I do. I mean, I even tried to hit. I even tried to inbox them and email them as far as like interning and you know, learning from them, but I never got a response or nothing. Or you know, I even tried to do the 311 or something. How you communicate with the. So I even sent it out to them that way. No response. Phone number. I say, okay, all right,
Hey, you saw your yard sign.
yeah, man. So I was like, okay, all right. So you know, I guess that's how it is. So I mean, but how do you feel about this coming presidential election?
It's very interesting. I watched the debate last night. A lot of things that were said. You know, it's really kind of hard depending on what we're gonna do because, like you say, we're in the middle of a pandemic. No
Mm-hmm.
one ever been in a pandemic before like this.
Right.
So I've already seen what Donald Trump has done in the middle of the pandemic, and it's up to the people to vote if we believe that he has led us to victory or if he has led us to disaster. And I believe a lot of people feel like he has dropped the ball when it came to being a leader in the middle of this pandemic. You know? So
If you win Congress or when you win Congress, uh, do you get to go out there and visit them and do all that in Washington?
yeah, I mean, I get to go to Washington. I get to have what they call them dorm rooms, but I have a dorm room up there. But I'm very, very excited because I really, in my heart, believe that we're going to Washington. I believe we're going to make history on November the 3rd, and I believe I would be able to go up there and bring a lot of resources back to the area, even Jefferson County, because you're right next door. So
Yeah, I'm definitely finna get on the Rashad Lewis bandwagon, man, and start promoting you, man, because like I said, I see the passion in you. And that's I mean, I see it in myself too, as far as like running and making a difference.
do it. I'm hold you accountable to run.
I got my boy Terry. You probably can't see him in the comments. You probably can see him later after the show over. But you know, I got my boy Terry. He's been giving me some great information to learn and study from as far as running. And he's one of the people that support me also as far as getting into it and getting into politics. Because like you said, man, it could get dirty, but man, for some reason, like you said, I think I'm built for it, man. I think, you know.
I tell people all the time, man, when you get into politics, long as you base your decisions off of what's right and what's wrong,
right,
you never go wrong.
right.
Mhm.
You can't base it off of right, black and white. You have to base your opinions and your votes off of what's right and what's wrong for the people.
Exactly.
That mindset, man, the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you got going on tomorrow? You gotta do some more campaigning. You gotta hit the road again.
No, tomorrow is Saturday, so I'm a chill with my little ones. You know,
Okay.
so it's father time. I gotta have that balance. I gotta clock in on daddy duty. You know,
Tell me
Yeah.
about
a lot of Paw Patrol and ice cream and Netflix. So
Yeah, it's Mickey Mouse Playhouse over here, man. So
woo, I already know.
Let me,
I can't even watch what I want to watch because she wants to watch Mickey Mouse Playhouse in the main room and stuff like that. So, you know, and they want you to watch them with her too, you know. So
You better be ready. Have the popcorn ready.
yeah, man. Hey, I definitely appreciate you coming on the show because I know you busy, like you said, man. You got a lot of counties. You're doing a lot of traveling, and you grinding, man, to get yourself, like you said, from 17% to 40%.
Yeah.
And I already have Clara said she finna put the word out. You know what I'm saying, for you to, you know, get her people out there in the area to, you know, get off your ass and vote.
Got to do it, man. Like I said, we can make history November the 3rd. We can change the way the future looks around here. And I believe it's everybody voting and allowing their voice to be heard, you know, because like I say, it's bigger than me. We're talking about a whole generation of people and what we're doing. And if we can plant the seed now, then our kids and grandkids can benefit from the area that we live in.
As far as Congress, how many years is that for? 2 or 4?
Well, it's every 2 years.
Every 2 years.
Years.
I know as far as like the president election, November the 3rd, I'm definitely gonna pay attention to that, but I'm definitely gonna pay attention to how you doing on them polls, man. I'm finna campaign for you out here. And I know it's Jefferson County, but man, we got Orange and I got people out there in like East, East Houston or East Harrison County and stuff like that. So we got to get the word out, man.
The word out, man. Got to get the word out. This is like one of the most important elections of our lifetimes right now. This will determine where we will be in the future and where we will go.
No doubt, no doubt. And like I said, man, I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you taking the time out because I know you've been busy. You just can't. You just left. You just left from, what I'm saying, the polls, man, and doing your thing.
Yeah. Now, Quinn, you gotta hold him accountable to run.
Yo, yeah. He know me.
I want sign come across my Facebook.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, man. I'm gonna make it happen, man, because I think I'm gonna find a way to make it happen as far as my ward goes. Because, man, I don't know, man. It's just I see what's lacking and the information people need to know, and I don't feel like he's giving it his all as far as a commitment to, my ward. Now, when I watch the city meetings, when he talks good. He talks good, but as far as, showing actions and getting out there to the people and helping the people, I don't see that at all. I haven't seen it since he's been in office. So.
Gotta walk it like you talk it.
There you go.
Well, hey, Rashad, man, I appreciate that, man. Like I said, man, I'm gonna contribute to the campaign. I need that shirt because I'm part of that. I'm part of that campaign, that promotional committee, man. I'm finna try to get you in Congress, man.
Drop what size you need, and I got you.
Okay, hey, hopefully one day I might see you in Congress, man. I might be like,
yeah.
You gonna have that experience, so man, maybe you can let me know what's going on when I get out there.
No problem. You can do that. I'll do that most definitely.
Hey, like I said, man, appreciate you coming in. I'm gonna keep up with you, man. This is not the first time we're gonna have this conversation.
No problem, man. Just let me know. Available anytime.
All right, brother. Be safe out there.
All right,
Congratulations, man.
All right. Man, I seen his story. I forgot how I was at work. I can't explain why I was at. No, I wasn't at work. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna do somebody at work. Well, I wasn't at work. I was getting off work in my car, chilling. That's what I was doing. And I came across his story, man, as far as running for Congress in an 87%, Caucasian area, and I was just seeing how I was reading his story, and I was like, man, this brother right here, he's going against the odds.
For real.
I said, I gotta chop it up with him, man. I gotta bring him on the show. I gotta help him out, because he's showing passion and to his area, to his city. Yeah. He's trying to bring economic growth. He's trying to get people to actually stay instead of, it's a small town. So usually people in small towns, they trying to go.
Oh yeah.
When they get out of high school or wherever it may be, they trying to go. They're going to Houston. They might go to Beaumont. They might go to wherever it may be.
Right.
So his it's a little bit difficult for him, as far as education wise, people staying and having their kids out there. So I love this passion, man, and his commitment and dedication. So man, I wanted to have him on the show. I was like, and he hit me back. He responded.
Yeah.
And, it was dope, man. I love his story, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm finna share everything he got going on, man.
Oh yeah.
His logo dope.
Oh no, it's definitely a good thing, but I think one thing people got to really understand is that, with everything that's going on, it's easy to look at all the bad that's going on, but at the end of the day, even though it's a little bit more subtle, you have a lot of people that are actually seeing that, we're a lot closer to each other, than we think. Because at the end of the day, we are human beings, regardless of what your beliefs are, this and that, you know what I'm saying? So when you have somebody that come in and recognizes the struggles, not just strictly the struggles of blacks, but I mean, you have to look at it as a whole, especially if you have a small community or a small, town and whatnot, because if the economics is gone and a school is gone, it'll go extinct. You know what I mean? So it takes a real person to actually have that desire, like you say, to have that passion to get in there, want to fix the schools, want to fix the economics, the jobs. And really, you get the right people in there, you'll have attractions that people want to go to whenever they travel or this and that. That's what's going to stimulate, having more things come through there. So, like you say, with the younger generation, having a person with the right mind, especially in certain positions. I know you say you got to run every 2 years, but if you're a person in position that's going to be there for a while, and from the jump that they got a passion, look at the amount of, like you were saying, somebody earlier being in a certain seat for 20 some years. You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody got passion from the jump and they can keep that same energy through the 20 years that they're there, you should be able to see the change in that community.
Yeah, no doubt. I haven't seen no change in that in the North End.
Right.
All I've seen in the North End is businesses leaving.
Right.
Or just not leaving, or just gone. Like on Lucas, Sonic is gone.
Been gone.
HEB is gone.
Even a bad location, to be honest. Even with it, I guess with the next door to it, that what once was the HEB, you had a cross section. You're not even that far from the freeway. I think if things were structured correctly, but it was kind of saddening to see that when they kind of just switched, closed down a lot of those HEBs, because now a lot of the people that's in the North End, you got to drive all the way to Dowling or drive all the way to College to the grocery store. But when it was on Lucas, I mean, you have a lot of people that live in those neighborhoods that might not have a car, this or that, to get there, So
yeah, I think you had Tracewood right across the street.
Yeah, literally right across the street.
And then you have people in Plymouth Village that probably can walk there, and you have the old folks or the retirement center that's across the street from. So you have all those communities going to that one store. So it wasn't like that store wasn't getting any money, like
Oh yeah,
yeah, it wasn't like that was just an empty store that was just taking up space. I mean, that was a vital store to that community.
Exactly.
And I think somebody, I don't know who owns it or whatever, because they said I was talking to somebody, they said somebody owns it or whatever. But I mean, I don't know if that makes a big deal, but I mean, to me, I'm just saying, if I was councilman, I would talk to that person. I would talk to whoever owned that, and I would, like I said in the post, man, I would try to promote, and if, like, a lot of people is trying to open up businesses.
Right.
So I would try to reach out and get and talk to somebody that, like, at a bank that can help with business loans, and tell people in my community, hey, look, get your ideas together, get your plans together. If you want to open up a business, hey, look, they have this building right here. You can rent out for cheap, or they have this building right here, and stuff like that. And let's try to bring economic growth into our communities and stuff like that. If we have a lot of crime, it don't have to take Becky or the mayor or something like that, or the police chief to try to make a difference. He should have that conversation with the police chief and be like, look, this area right here is having a lot of crime. Why don't you get your officers to patrol this? Hey, look, let's try to set up something in one of these parks so these officers can get to know some of these citizens. Because if me and you walking down the street, I don't need this officer to have in his head, hey, look at these two African-American guys walking down the street in the North End. I don't need you to automatically assume that we up to no good. I need you to understand that everybody that you see out here in this neighborhood is not bad, that have things going on, right, and want crime to go away, just like, any other person in the community. So, right. I mean, it's just, to me, that I don't know, man.
Yeah. I mean, and that's what people got to understand. Like, you got to look at the bigger picture. Like, with a lot of people that own these buildings, I mean, sometimes you got people that are just dumb rich, and a building could sit there and, they're not losing out on nothing. But the thing about it is more than just the landlord not getting monthly rent. You know what I mean? Like, by that business or that building not being occupied, you have something that could potentially stimulate the economy, but it's not. You know what I mean? Everybody complain about kids, and especially with school, kids out of school, they truant, they out doing this and doing that. But if you had a business, at least they could be making money or have a job, while school is doing this or doing that. Eventually these kids are going to turn 18. If they're not going anywhere, these are your citizens, So that HEB, that Sonic, because really, to be honest with you, I don't really remember the timeline, but I know that that Sonic that was next door, like not too long before they shut it down, they had just remodeled the building.
I
You know?
think they did. Yeah, they did. They had a drop. They had a drive through.
Yeah. They added it. So it's just like, you know, y'all could sell snow cones through there. I mean, somebody has a skill and talent and tools to do something. But
Terry said, not to cut you off. Terry said that HEB, I mean, the council let HEB put stipulations on the building so that no grocery store. So what's up? That store, that place just gonna be vacant till that person dies, something? To the owner dies. He just want that. How you gonna make money?
Man, it's when you really start looking, because I remember it was.
Who owns that building?
I think it's really one of them things, like you have a lot of people that's planning out different things, you know what I mean? So at least if you set those stipulations, you can kind of make sure that your business does a certain thing. I even remember at one point in time, because like I went to I was in massage school for massage therapy, and
Mm-hmm.
there's a massage place out here, and I want to say it is true. It's like if you go work for them, you got to sign paperwork to that. If you quit or if you get fired, you can't work in this same city. You know what I mean? So there are stipulations that people put on certain things and certain businesses to where, like, you know, if you're not doing business with them, or, you know, whenever you choose to move around this and that, it makes it a little bit harder. So then that way they won't have competition like that. I didn't know that actually went on, but I can believe that that's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like he said, it's no change. Hey, you know another thing I noticed as far as the north end goes.
Right.
Okay, so let's say the West End.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in the middle of the West End, you have Taco Bell, McDonald's. You got all these restaurants right there in Dowling and Phelan. And
Yeah.
Hold on, Kyrie. So you have all these stipulate. I mean, you have all these restaurants on Dowling and Phelan,
Right.
in the middle of the West End. What business restaurant do you have major in the middle of the North End? Outside Lucas, Concord, and Magnolia.
Nah, it's gonna have to be by the freeway. That's the only ones they're gonna do.
That's other than Churches.
Yeah.
Churches Chicken is the only thing that they have
That's
as far as a major franchise.
Yeah. Cause your Jack in the Box by the freeway, your Whataburger, Lucas, that's by the freeway. All of them, you don't have no major spots, and that's true. Cause a lot of them probably feel like, at least if I'm by the freeway, somebody exiting while they travel to get something, but nobody really just going deep in the North End.
Yeah, but like
Yeah, you can go deep in the West End and find some cuisines. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, even the Taco Bells, the Burger King, a lot of, you know, the major corporations. So really, it just based on what we're seeing going on, like it's obvious what's going on. And when was the last time that they put something North End? Like you say, a lot of that stuff is just closing down.
yeah, because I had a friend of mine. I'm not gonna say her name, but she has a business, and she was talking about opening up a business in the North End, but she wanted to do it in the West End as far as safety wise. And I was like, well, you can't think like that because, like as far as like the West End,
Too don't, man. People better understand they get down in the West too. It ain't just
yeah, they definitely get down in the West. And I was thinking like, yo, open it up in the North End or open it up in your neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? And that could inspire others. And like I said, that brings economic growth. So somebody from the West End or somebody from out of town, they're gonna be like, man, I'm finna go to such and such and get one of those potatoes. And then you know what? Let me go. Oh, I gotta get a potato. I gotta stop and get some gas. Let me get something from this store.
Right.
Oh, let me get something from such and such right there. And you know what I'm saying? That just bringing economic wealth into the neighborhood. And by you opening up something, and like Tasha, how she has her business downtown,
Mm-hmm.
and she was talking about like a Black Wall Street as far as they got Plush next door, and then so you're just inspiring people, and before you know, you got other businesses right there where you are.
Oh yeah.
Just like you have in the West End and all that type of stuff. So, I mean, we gotta. It really gets deep when you think about it.
And it's truly inspiring because to be honest, like downtown should be way more, I mean, even before COVID, like downtown, Crockett Street should be booming. You know what I'm like? How you let all the Crockett Street just, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
the good part about it is just that, with it being downtown, and then even with them having a lot of, buildings that aren't being used, it can inspire people to be able to, start their own thing. But then not only that, uh, they really need to start including the art community more downtown. You know what I mean? You got I'm telling you, like I
Man,
try.
you gotta put me on to that art thing whenever you go through, man. I'm trying to I wanna see what they got going on as far as the art.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing is you have so many talented artists in this area, And I mean, I know a lot of great artists, but then one thing I run across too is, I run across guys that, I think that they just doodling this and that, but they actually great artists. You're like, man, you do great artwork. Like, why you not putting your stuff in a art show or trying to get your work on a building or something like that? And they have nobody pushing them, or they just don't really know any type of opportunity. So I feel like if we can really encourage each other, whether it's to start your own business or this and that, perfect example, like Stirred Up Bistro,
Mhm.
I mean, a beautiful building. I've been inside there, and I mean, it was nice when I went, but
Mhm.
you know, one thing I noticed in a lot of like upscale spots or even like coffee shops is that they'll hang like local artwork to decorate like on the inside.
Okay.
A lot of these same people that might be coming in to, do artwork or do their poetry and stuff like that, they could still make sales and still get their artwork out, in that same arena. So there's a lot of ways to do things, even without, always thinking like, oh, it's gonna be a bunch of money and this and that. And there's definitely a lot of ways for us to help each other. Like Tasha was explaining earlier, I forgot the gentleman's name, but having a lounge next door and they work hand in hand. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
Yeah, and like her spot is nice, and she's trying to bring a lot to the city. She trying to do like the poetry night
right,
and
right,
and stuff like that. And I don't know any other places that's doing that as far as like a poetry night and all that. And
yeah,
in the daytime too, because like she said, a lot of people don't want to go out at night and do all that.
right,
And we need stuff for a lot of people need stuff for the daytime too. They don't just want to go out and at nighttime and do everything.
yeah,
And that's how most cities thrive. You got stuff in the daytime and in the nighttime. So
exactly,
I love her vision, and
yeah,
and I love what she got going on too, as far as her business wise, because we need more businesses like that. You know what I'm saying? Because Beaumont needs we got a culture, but it's just I don't know. People just don't. I don't know what's going on.
yeah. I mean, my biggest thing is just I'm hopeful that they take heed to what they see other people doing. Not saying that you got to do something exactly like somebody else is doing, but at the same time, if you see somebody doing big things, like I said, I got a few buddies I'm working with now that's doing big things. And anybody that I see doing big things, I'm always like congratulating them, this and that. You know what I'm saying? Because just that encouragement, just that spark, you never know how that's going to help them or how that's going to really motivate them to do bigger and better things,
Exactly.
especially during the pandemic. So I'm glad that Tasha brought that up earlier about, you can't really keep focus on COVID. I mean, don't get me wrong, be safe and take your precautions. But, if you got dreams and aspirations, and endeavors and things that you want to accomplish, then, do what it takes to make that happen regardless. Because at this point in time, like it's really about survival. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can get your talent out there. People gonna mess with it.
Yeah, and another thing is she passionate about it. So she in there cooking. When I went in there the first time, she was in the kitchen cooking or whatever.
Yeah.
He was like, "Who is that? Is that Floyd?" I was like, "Yeah." She turned her head around and she was in there whipping it up. So she do a lot of the stuff herself and a lot of the cooking and what I'm saying. So it's a full-time grind. So
Oh
you know
yeah.
she doing her thing, man. I wanted her on the show just to what I'm saying, promote her and I liked what she had going on. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna finish my food after this and stuff like that. So
So
you
you
know, I'm good till about what is it, 9:42? I'm probably good till about 1 or 2 o'clock. Or
can
1 o'clock, about 1 o'clock.
one, good one. Nah, I'll be sleeping. I'll be
Yeah.
trying with my little girl, so then that way I could wake up at a decent time. But she always up early.
You got it right now?
Uh-huh.
I talked to man, what's her name? Audrey.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
know
yeah,
Audrey?
yeah.
Yeah, I talked to Audrey and
Yeah,
she and stuff like that. And
she good people.
Yeah, she is. She is real good people. I was helping her with the voting thing last night. She
Okay.
she doing like the little fill in,
Okay. Okay.
and we was googling like the people that's running for office because a lot of people that run for office you don't know who they are.
Uh-huh.
When you go vote, you be like, man, who the hell is that person? I don't know that person or that person. So a lot of people just vote the party
Right.
or whatever.
All the way. Yeah.
So we was going through like the names and you know what I'm saying, and seeing what they posted and they views and they policies and stuff like that last night. And
Yeah.
Your name came up. She's like, yes. She say, how you know Quinn? I say, oh man, that's fam or whatever. And
Yeah.
so you know what I'm saying. I'm surprised my daughter even came. She's sitting on my lap because usually she she run it off. She running off. I think her being in school now and having her little friends and all that is starting to open her up as far as being you know what I'm saying, getting her little shyness away and stuff. So but it's all good. But man, I appreciate you chopping it up, man, because it's been a minute.
Yeah, no problem at all, man. You had a nice little lineup, man. Definitely got to check up.
Yeah, I got Terry. He's coming on the show in a few weeks. I'm taking next week off. It's not gonna be. It probably won't be. It might be. If it be a show next week, it's gonna be like a. I don't have no guest lined up or nothing like that because I wasn't trying to do a show next week. But if I do it, it's gonna be maybe like a Thursday or something like that. It's not gonna be a Friday or whatever. We go cover some topics and stuff like that. So
never.
I'm gonna keep you. I'm gonna keep you aware of what's going on, and then if we do it, then I'll let you know. I'll send you the list of topics and whatever, and we can get some more people to come on or whatever.
Chime in.
Maybe we could. It could be like a drink night or something like that. We can invite a lot of people on or something like that. I don't know how many people I can invite on, but we're gonna try to invite as many people we can and
get it in.
Up, drink, talk politics or wherever it may be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let you do your thing, fam. I appreciate you coming on. I'm gonna hit you in the morning and see about the skits and stuff like that. And if not, if we get canceled, then maybe we can hit up the little portrait thing that they got.
Yeah, I think she said it started at 11.
She said 11, but she said the portrait thing is 12:30.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let you do your thing, man. I'm finna see what we got going on. We finna watch some Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. All right, fam. You take it easy, man. You be blessed.
I bet.
All
right, y'all. That was the show, man. We had Tasha from Stirred Up Bistro, and we had my boy Rashad. He running for Congress. Rashad Lewis, man. He's running for Congress. A young brother, passionate and stuff like that. And I appreciate everybody that's tuning in. This will be on YouTube. If you want the audio only, that's gonna be on Spotify. That's gonna be Apple, iHeartRadio, all that type of stuff like that. That's probably gonna be available Monday or Tuesday or something like that. But I appreciate y'all for tapping in. My daughter's closing out the show with me. So, hey, Kari, are you gonna say bye? No, I knew it. So anyway, y'all, I appreciate y'all tapping in. Sorry for being late or whatever, but we made it happen. So, hey, until the next show, y'all be 100 and y'all be safe. And y'all vote also, man. Y'all make sure y'all vote. All right, even y'all woke people out there, y'all woke people, y'all need to vote. All right, y'all. If y'all don't want to vote for president, vote for your sheriff, vote for your district, and all that other stuff. It's more than just your president on that ballot.